trusting is that you will be deceived, and it is a good trade-off.
You probably know the voice of renowned author and social psychologist Malcolm Gladwell in the Magic City tonight, discussing his new book called Talking to Strangers. He's the force behind bestsellers like The Tipping Point, Outliers, and Blink.
Gladwell also hosts the hugely popular podcast Revisionist History. Tonight, though, he spoke at UAB in an event that sold out in just about 15 minutes. CBS 42's Leigh Garner spoke with Malcolm Gladwell before his speech. And Leigh, there's an interesting local connection at play here.
Yeah, Sherry, Gladwell's new book, Talking to Strangers, is all about the pros and cons of trusting and what happens when you try to make sense of a stranger. And the cases that he highlights range from Sandra Bland to Hitler.
Historian, social psychologist, globalist, thought leader, author of 5 New York Times bestsellers, Malcolm Gladwell.
In his new book, Malcolm Gladwell wants people to know it's hard to make sense of a stranger.
So many of the high-profile cases that we're dealing with are versions of this problem of not being able to understand a stranger.
He opens the book with Sandra Bland, a woman who was arrested during a traffic stop and committed suicide 3 days later in a jail cell. He says that case really summed up what he wanted to say.
I think it's important to write a book that points out that what the kind of pros and cons of trusting are and comes down strongly in favor of trust.
Gladwell says he stumbled across the inspiration for this book from a study from Dr. Tim Levine, who he says thought more about that question.
Why are we so easily deceived, and what are the consequences of that than almost anyone else? And this book is in large part inspired by the work of Tim Levine, so who I think is in the audience.
Levine is actually chair of the UAB Department of Communication Studies.
You know, the reason I'm here in Birmingham is that the arguments I'm using are the arguments of Tim Levine, who is on the faculty here at UAB and is the single biggest intellectual influence on this book.
So if you would like to see that study that inspired Gladwell, or if you want to hear more of our interview with Gladwell, we're going to post all of that on CBS42.com. In studio, Leigh Garner, CBS 42 News, local coverage you can count on.